Hey guys, how's it going? We're out walking the Washoe Park Trail today. Going to bring you along with us. We're going to start up by
Which way is it
Hefner's
facing?
Dam, kinda, and then we're going to walk down through Washoe Park. All kinds of pretty colors this time of year, and the trees. You've got the creek right next to us. It's a really nice trail. It actually. Yeah, an old fire pit over there. See the stack way off there in the distance. We're actually up on the west end of Anaconda. The stack sits down at the far east end. That stack over there, kind of hard to see in the video, but it stands 585 feet tall, so it towers over the top of Anaconda. Not yet, dude. There's rocks over on the other side of the creek. There's all kinds of cool caves up in there to explore. The kids and I actually have a fort that we made out of the rocks. Sit way up on the hillside. Kind of a cool little place. There's also an old cave. Big, it looks like a tunnel more than a cave. Then down below that tunnel, there's a smaller cave that goes back in maybe 50 feet or so. It's a nice little cool place to hang out. Right up in the trees, right up here, there's natural stairs that take you down to the creek. Used to be really good fishing down in there. Then they made the walking trail. The fishing wasn't all that great after that, but it's a pretty walking trail at least. We'll cut off this trail and show you the natural stairs that come down in here. There's those stairs made out of old tree roots. Used to walk across this little stream right here and fish off that little bench over there. It was really awesome fishing on that bend. Sits right over on the edge of town. Got Mount Hagen way up there, A Hill there, C Hill down there, stack way down there. Old beaver dam right there, creek's right down that direction. I believe years ago, right across the creek, there's some kind of a Boy Scouts. I don't know if it was kind of a little hangout or a fort or what it was, but I remember my dad telling me years ago that there was some kind of a Boy Scout thing back there beside the creek, and we'd come down here fishing. Yeah. Oh, cool. What did you find? A painted rock, ladybug?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. I'll leave it there so the next person can find it too. That's what those things are for. Or you can take it and hide it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, there's even little eyeballs on there.
Little eyeballs on there. Awesome.
See that?
Yeah. It is getting chilly out here. It says it's 44 degrees, but with the wind chill, I think it's probably close to about 36, probably 37.
Maybe it's 28.
Maybe it's 28. That's what he says. Could be. It is windy. Colors out here are absolutely beautiful, though. We're down here now. We're getting ready to go into Washoe Park. We've taken the trail all the way down, gone through beautiful colors, just trying to avoid the wind.
How did no one
Well, that's what you do is you hide it in plain sight, but you hide it in different places. So somebody might have found it and then hid it there for you to find. And now you're going to hide it somewhere for somebody else to find.
I'm going to hide it somewhere real hidden.
I think
where no, I
you
can
can't hide it really hidden. The point is to have people find it. I think one of these logs right here would be a good spot for it.
Can I hide it at Washoe Park?
Oh, we're not going to hide it down that far. What about up on top of that? The gate thing right here.
I know where. I know where, though.
Hide it wherever you want to in this area. Think we'll stay up there?
No. Oh, I know where. Here.
That's a good spot. I think somebody, that's a really good spot.
I saw that right on the fence.
You did good finding it. There's Warm Springs Creek that runs right through Washoe Park.
Woo! Hi guys!
Being a goofball.
That was my funniest move.
That's your funniest move.
Yeah.
He's out exploring with us today too, aren't you?
He doesn't like being on camera.
He says, turn that camera off me. So we took it off.
Guys, this is where we play some of the time. That big barbecue thing. We call it our castle.
That big barbecue.
Yep. We call it our castle. We're returning to Washoe Park. I'm so
Washoe Park is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can't beat the colors, the creek, the little toys that they play. It's awesome for walking. It's awesome for picnics. Kids coming and playing. I mean, it's just, you can fish. We try to generally reserve the fishing through the park for kids. We don't usually like it when the adults are fishing inside the park itself. There's he is, hanging out inside of his castle, as he calls it. But yeah, so it's a good spot to bring the kids and just let them be kids.
There's even a little staircase up here.
Even a staircase up there. I gotta really give a big shout out to the Parks and Recs of Anaconda as well. They make sure that they keep it maintained really well. I mean, yeah, there are leaves on the ground. You can't really affect that. I think it adds some character and beauty, but they're out here. They make sure that a lot of the leaves get picked up, and they make sure the grass is mowed. They're out here in all conditions, making sure that this park is taken care of. They do a annual Easter egg hunt out here. Look at the size of that leaf. That is huge. But those Parks and Rec guys, they just make sure that it's here for us to enjoy and take care of. The only thing they ask is that when you're enjoying the park, you do your job to make sure you take your trash back out with you and things like that. Hold on, dude. I'm going to go over here and look at the creek for a moment. Little barbecue pits. People that come over and enjoy. This is great for floating. Like I said, for the kids to fish. Rock hound.
And this is where grown-ups can put their feet in the water if they're long enough.
Yeah. If grown-ups don't want to get in the water, they can put their feet in the water right there, he says.
And guys, we used the barbecue over there before.
Well, barbecue way over there. But again, they do a little Easter egg hunt out here annually, and it's a great time. I mean, everybody shows up for that. It's a little spot where the Water used to come down and through here, right there. Ah! Some monster just came out of the leaves. Ah! Time to run away. This is the park itself. Got swings and little merry-go-round horses, sandbox, big old merry-go-round, some swings down there, big old slide the kids like to play on, dinosaur and picnic tables. Have the restroom over there also.
I have to show you something, guys. Come with me.
Hold on. We gotta go over here. He wants to show us something. A little deeper, there's something wrong with it? Oh, yep, some.
Yeah, I remember when me and Travis and Baby throwing smoking balls in there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. We were trying to make the nails every color we had.
Little spot to step across.
And Dad, this is much fatter than it used to be.
Yeah, it is. You'd be king of the mountain.
And Dad,
What?
there used to be a big bush right there.
Oh, there was, wasn't there?
Yeah, and then it got cut down.
Did. There's the public swimming pool right there behind the gate. It's all closed down for the season, obviously. Here in Anaconda, that might be open from, I don't know, I'd say May until August, September. Otherwise, it's just the weather likes to wreak havoc on stuff. There's the swimming pool in there. I believe there's a little weight area inside. Live on lift weights. There's a basketball court in the back. The weights used to be underneath that little pavilion that's in there. Some more swings over here for the littles, right by the creek. The basketball court's right back there. See, wee, that's about high enough for them.
I'll swing with you.
You just can't, like I said earlier, you just can't beat the colors that we have here.
Can you push me?
That looks like a little bit too small for you, dude.
I know. Oh.
No, we're not going to play on the test courts. Well, because we're just going to take a look at them and show everybody that they're over here. Over here at Washoe Park, there's also a really cool little garden area with some flowers and stuff. You can go see if they're open. There's a little cool spot with flowers, little garden, little tennis court. We'll take you over by there and see. Must be closed down for the season, dude. We're about getting out of here anyways. No, come here. Over here at this garden is where they do that Easter egg hunt that I was talking about earlier on. They usually separate it by ages. I think it's like 0 to 3 is in one section, and then 3 to 6 and 6 to 9, things like that. It's actually really awesome. That's just one of many Easter egg hunts that they do here in town for the kids. That's another thing, a big shout out to the community for, is there is all kinds of things for the kids. Around the holiday season, they really want to make sure that the kids enjoy those holidays. That's what these holidays are about. So it's awesome that it's that kind of mindset here. So here's part of the garden. They never used to have these big old fences around it, and then the deer have been eating it all. So they had to try to keep those deer out.
Dad, is that a bucket for the pine needles?
Yeah, that's the wheelbarrow over there. There's the old cabin. Not quite sure what that is. If one of you guys know, let me know. I've never really even thought about what that is.
What are
That's
those.
the old, looks like greenhouses kind of.
And
Here at the
Dad,
park.
you can travel to the other one without even
Just by foot being on the inside of it, huh? Starting to warm up a little bit now since we've been out here. Still probably only 44, 45 degrees, but that wind has stopped. So what this cabin right here is, I guess, is the Glover cabin. It says Alexander Glover, a native of Scotland, came to ranch in the Deer Lodge Valley in 1865, the first to settle in the Warm Springs Creek drainage. He built this cabin of saddle-notched hewn logs on April 12, 1868. Glover, at 30, married 20-year-old Mary James. Mary's father, William M. James, had come with his family from Wales to the Deer Lodge Valley, where he established one of the early ranches. The marriage of Alexander and Mary was the first at Warm Springs Creek. The Glover's son, Thomas, eldest of their 7 children, was born on March 14, 1870. Reputably, the first white child born at the creek. The Glovers ranched and farmed until 1883, when Marcus Daly commissioned local rancher Morgan Evans to purchase lands for a town site and smelter. The Glover family sold the ranch. Alexander eventually turned to mining, and the family cabin became headquarters for the Anaconda town site surveying crew. The quaint little cabin remained on its original site near Elm Street for another 30 years. In 1916, annexation of the first western addition, which included most of the original Glover Ranch, prompted removal of the cabin to Washoe Park, about a mile away. Here in its new setting, the historic cabin long served as park headquarters. Today, the Glover cabin, unique to the area for its single-pen linear form, is Anaconda's oldest surveying building and a tribute to the first settlers at Warm Springs Creek. That's pretty cool. That's the cabin right there. Glover cabin. No, we can't go in there. No, we're not gonna go in the tennis courts. We'll just show everybody the tennis courts where the Anaconda Senior High tennis team plays. Yeah, but we're not playing tennis. We don't want to walk out on that court with our regular shoes. So that's the tennis courts. Well maintained and upkept. Can you imagine what a beautiful setting to play tennis? I mean, in the spring, fall, winter, summer, this park is beautiful. So
why aren't we allowed to go out there with our regular shoes?
because you don't want to go out there with your regular shoes.
Why?
It's just not good for the courts. It's made out of a different kind of material. We don't want to tear it up. Tennis courts right there.
Wait, Dad, why is there big rooms in there?
Just to brush off the courts. Get all the leaves and stuff off. Get them ready for tennis. I'm not exactly sure exactly what these are. There's some kind of rollers for the court. I don't know what those are used for. I'm not a big tennis guy. Never have been. Don't know much about the sport. If you guys happen to know what those big rollers right there are used for, if you could let us know, that'd be awesome. Maybe we'll figure out what it is, okay? So you can comment for us. We'll just cruise down this way. We're gonna turn around and go back up to the park. Uh-oh, he's king of the table now. So we are just about to the swimming pool that we showed you earlier. Years ago, back when I was growing up here, it was kind of sitting back behind this pool, and off to the side, there was a little, over here, there was little old Mother Hubbard, like a house and some little train cabooses and little tiny playhouse for the kids. It was a great time. That cabin that sits right over there, that small brown and white one, that's used for the Trail Society, I believe, for the Continental Divide Trail System. You can go in, you can charge your cell phones, get warm, take a break. I don't know if they're doing it now or not. There was talk they were going to rent out bikes for people to get around town on out of this cabin as well. So Anaconda is one of the CDT gateway communities. So that's that. CDT is the Continental Divide Trail. Yeah. Oh, not tonight. There's that baseball field that we showed you on an earlier video. That's the home of the Anaconda A's. Found a little play gun. And then over there in the Leafs, that's where those old playhouses were at for the kids to play and stuff. And then we're going to go over this direction. And back here years ago, there was a big old wooden fort built up in the trees. There was a big wooden bridge, net bridge you had to cross. There was 2 or 3 structures in there that you could go back and forth in. The posts are still there. The foundation's still there for it. Yeah, they're up on the hill. That's the swimming pool. But those posts for that structure are still here, still standing, but the structures themselves are gone. I'm assuming they probably took them out because it was kind of a liability, kids being so far up in the air, no really safety equipment. The world's a much different place today. We'll get back there. It's back where we look for gold sometimes. But yeah. You can't see it. It's way back there in that building back there. So I'm a big, I guess, proponent of hands-on kids, you know, kind of free kids. So I think that this is how they learn. If you're out doing stuff, out playing, hands-on learning. I don't believe in coddling your kids too much. If you do that, they don't learn the skills that are very valuable for life. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to rag on anybody else, but it's just my personal parenting style. Has been for a long time, always will be. Yeah, it's way over there. So, I mean, that's the kids get out and they play in the dirt. That's how they build up their defense against the germs and stuff. They're using their imaginations to learn things, and they're using those skills later on in life to help them with different life things that come up, and maybe even worse when they're older. So this idea of kind of putting your kids into a bubble and not ever letting them outside, not letting them do anything, just sitting on the electronics all day long, that's, in my opinion, not the way to go. But to each their own, do what you like. That's just the way it is. So enough of that spiel for one day. I got kind of stuck on that, I guess. Now we're going to go ahead and pass over the bridge, the first bridge that goes through the first finger of Warm Springs Creek here in Washoe Park. Back over here, I like to get on those rocks and play out in the water in the summertime. Nice, cool place to be when it's not super hot outside. Float down this creek. You can float down either of the 2 forks right there. You can see these posts that are in the ground. That's where that big old tree fort used to be. You used to go back in those trees. Big old wooden bridge across it. It was a really fun time. Lots of fond memories there growing up. What? You can go over there. I'm not taking him through there. Because we're going to go over here and look at the pavilion. And now we're crossing the second bridge. Over on this side is where the pavilion's at. You can rent it for birthday parties, class reunions, weddings, all kinds of fun stuff. It's a beautiful location as well. Got the volleyball court down there. There's a basketball court. There's horseshoe pits over this way. So again, Washoe Park's just a one-stop for all kinds of outdoor recreation. It's a fun time. There's a reflection pond over off to the side as well, where lots of frogs, so it's fun to find frogs and turtles in the summertime. I'm told that people were starting to put their pets they weren't wanting in that reflection pond, so now they had to hang some signs that please don't put your aquatic pets in there. It's not good for you. It's illegal. So the dog over there. It's over on the other side of the creek. All right, guys. Well, that makes it a trip. We're gonna go and get something to eat. Thanks for coming along with us. Get out there and do some exploring of your own. It's a great time. If you're in the area and you want to see something beautiful, come over to Washoe Park. It's the place to be. So bye. You gonna say bye, Timber? All right, guys. Have a good day.